I'm going to hit record. Okay, so we're recording right now. Okay, Kristen, you're frozen, so I don't know if you can hear me. I have no idea. Okay.
Yeah, I got you. I got a coach.
Okay.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, you're fine, Kristen. Okay, Nancy, I had to mute your computer, so hopefully you can hear me on the phone when you get on the phone, okay? Or send me a PM. Are you on the phone now, Nancy? No, Maria's on the computer. Okay, anyway. All right, let's get this show started, okay? Because Kristen's got to get to bed. Got to get to bed. Okay, so Beachbody on Demand. Okay, so here's what I know. Here's my take on it. Okay, $140 Shakeology plus 3 months of club membership. Okay, now club membership does not only include Beachbody on Demand. It includes all that stuff that's in teambeachbody.com, right? So the meal planners, the VIP chats, all those nutrition tips and clues and worksheets and everything else. Like, there's a ton of information on that teambeachbody.com website. So you guys should definitely be utilizing that. The way that I've always positioned it with my customers was they didn't really need club membership. Okay. Now I think that there's a real value to club membership. Okay. So I'm going to encourage my customers who have canceled their club memberships in the past to reconsider club memberships this time around, right? So if they're getting their regular Shakeology HDs already, I'm just going to reach out to those guys and say, hey, listen, I know we had originally canceled your club membership, but is this something that you guys might be interested in, right? So if anybody re-ups their club membership, $38.87 per quarter plus applicable sales tax, okay, you guys get a 40% commission based on $38.87. Okay, it's no longer a 50% commission. It's now a 40% commission for club memberships. Okay, relative to the club challenge pack. Okay, so club challenge pack is $140 Shakeology plus everything that you get with club. Okay, what do you get with club? You also get a 10% discount on all things in the Beachbody store. Okay, whose phone is that?
It's mine. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right, that's all right. So you get 10% off, right? So there's another benefit to being a club member, okay? So if somebody's on Shakeology HD and they become a club member, their HD goes down to $116. It's not $129 anymore. Everybody get that? Did I lose anybody? Maria, I'm going to unmute you too. Nancy, I'm unmuting you. Nancy, I got to mute you, man. You're going to have to text me or PM me on questions that you have. Okay, so oh, no, you're on the phone. Nancy, are you on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, good. So you get a 10% off all of your purchases, right, with being a club membership too, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Got it? Okay. So, I mean, I think that there's a real value there. I mean, they're getting, your customers with a club challenge pack are getting a ton of stuff. There's a ton of stuff available to them. Okay. So aside from, Insanity, P90X, P90X2, X3, Turbo Fire, I mean, they also get all those previews as well of all those things. Right? And then Carl talked about on the surge, though, too, that they're going to start putting in that other area there, that if you've purchased a DVD in the past, you have access to the DVDs that you've purchased in the past, but via streaming. Okay? And that's coming. Okay? Also, what he talked about, though, was saying, okay, well, they had some really great ideas for things like a prenatal yoga type program that just doesn't have the longevity that they would need for an infomercial product, right? But now they have the ability to put that up on demand. Okay, so it'll be a shorter program. It's not a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day program. Maybe it's 7 days, 7 different prenatal yoga workouts. But that can be available on demand, right? So there's your certain options that you have there too. So there's a ton of different things that are available to your customers as club members. Does that make sense? Okay, so nobody really posted questions for me. Maria, you posted a question. What was your question, though?
I cannot log on. And I called Coach Relations. They haven't, I emailed Coach Relations. They haven't gotten back to me. I tried calling Coach Relations, and all they told me was, it should be updated in a couple days, and that's probably what the problem is. My membership is up to date. I've tried it on my phone. I've tried it on every computer in my house. I can't, it keeps saying I have to upgrade my membership.
Okay, so when you go to the teambeachbody.com website, do you see the on-demand tab?
Yes. And
okay.
I clicked on it, and it says you have to upgrade your membership.
Okay, so if you go to the teambeachbody.com website, and if you log out of the teambeachbody.com website, okay?
Okay.
And then you go to log in, and you get that login screen, right? Where you have to put in your email and your password on the left-hand side of the screen. You know, you get those two options over there for paid or for free?
Yes.
Okay, are you checked for paid?
I believe I am, but I'm going to check right now while you're saying that. I think I am, but maybe I'm not. Could it really be that simple?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Probably.
I mean, Kristen and we were talking earlier today that sometimes we just have issues with customer service.
Oh, I've had a lot of issues with customer service.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I mean, it's the club membership. It's
$2.99.
Yeah, the paid one. I click on Beachbody on Demand, and I get, you need to upgrade to be a paid club member. That's the message I keep getting.
Okay.
So
and
in your personal orders, when you go into that under an online office, when you go into my orders and then personal orders, you can look and see when the last time you got charged for your club membership was. So go in there and look and see when and if the last time you got charged for your club membership was, so that you know when that was.
Okay, because I'm getting leads, so I must be a paid club member.
Right.
So wait a minute. So I went under my orders.
Yeah, but go to personal orders.
Okay, I don't want to take up everybody's time, but
It's all right. Check it out.
It's okay. There's just a handful of us on here, so that's okay.
Okay, so
because somebody else might have this issue too.
Right. So now, how do I know if it's my club membership? Oh, $16.96. Okay.
No,
that's your business fee.
That's your business service fee.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be $41 and change.
I don't see it on here.
Okay, so here's what might have happened, is that you had it as a free trial, and it didn't get canceled, and that's why your leads are going, but you haven't paid for it.
Okay.
So it may just be a glitch there. So if you haven't been charged for it, then you can upgrade it and start getting charged for it, and then you'll be active. But if you don't see any charges for like I think it's $41.34, then you're not paying it.
See, now I'm looking, like the only orders I see though are, because it would be quarterly, so it's once every 3 months, right?
Yep.
Right, but it's not calendar quarter. It's not calendar quarter. It's based on your start date quarter.
Your quarter. Like
your quarter. Yes.
So the end of whatever month you signed up in, right?
Right.
30 days from there,
right.
That month after you signed up would be when it would have gotten billed.
Okay.
So if it wasn't billed then you haven't been paying for it. So you've kind of gotten lucky maybe. I don't know what month you signed on, and do you know?
October 2nd.
Okay, so October 2nd, so November 2nd you should have gotten billed, and if you didn't get billed for it, then they may, this has been going on, I think, as they're phasing in to this on-demand thing, is that they're saying, oh, you don't have a membership, but, they do. or they're saying, oh, they don't, or they do and they don't. So
But see, here's my one of my issues. I made sure I called customer service to make sure I had a club membership paid so that I could get the leads, and they were like, "Yep, you're on,"
Yeah.
So, all right.
Listen,
Well,
yeah. I don't know if that's the problem, but maybe that's how they're cross-referencing it, is whether they're seeing your payment there.
Okay.
That's my sense of it. But November, I would say, November 2nd, you should have gotten billed, and then you would be getting billed again. So November, December,
February. You should have gotten billed again in February.
Yeah. I don't see it. Okay, thanks. I'll check that. I'll try that.
Okay. All right. And then definitely call out to, call customer coach relations again and talk to them about it without a doubt. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Nancy, what are your questions? I know you're the one who specifically asked for this.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, so I think you had answered the question about the Shakeology and the 140, and then you just answered the question about the streaming. Do you know when we're going to start to do that? Because I have a customer who's just orders Shakeology HD every month, and he purchases programs when he wants. And so I told him that this is a benefit for the club membership or to become a discount buyer.
Okay, well, I mean, I definitely see that there's a value to club membership without a doubt. Okay. Aside from getting, your 10% off, and aside from the streaming, I mean, there's a ton of information on that Beachbody website. Okay. So he should be tapping into that and utilizing that. Relative to his existing library, they said that that's going to be forthcoming. So, I mean, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, the whole T25, if you bought T25, is going to be up by next month. I don't think we have a schedule on that yet, but all of that stuff is coming.
So the programs that are currently on the 11 programs, is that the full program for those 11 programs?
Yeah, so if you go under member library, right, all of that, those are all complete programs, okay? New and noteworthy, those are just the previews, new and noteworthy. Right, so you're just going to have Plyo Sweat, or you have T25 Alpha Cardio. You know what I mean? So those new and noteworthy is just one workout out of each of those. The library is the complete library.
Okay.
Okay. They do say new programs coming every month, so they're going to add different things every month. So I mean, it'll be fresh, it'll be new constantly.
Okay. So then my most important question is, what do you think is the best way to market this on Facebook?
I think the best way to market it is in any time, any place, no excuses type of thing. Okay. Like Carl said, a lot of, computers now, like if you have a Google Chromebook, you don't have a disk drive. You know what I mean? You don't have a DVD drive, but you can access the internet. Right? So if you're a traveling guy and you go with your Google Chromebook, you can't take your DVDs with you. Okay? But now I've got this plethora of of options for working out while I'm on the road. Okay? So if it's for your road warrior, you know what I mean? Yeah, I go to the gym every now and then when I'm on the road, when I'm traveling for work. Okay, well, great. Take Insanity with you. Take, P90X with you. You could do all those things while you're traveling. So my thought is that I'm going to do it as a anytime, anywhere type program for them. Okay, for dirt cheap. I mean, it's $1,500 worth of programming that somebody would have purchased over the years on physical DVD that they now have access to via streaming. Okay, that's your value.
Okay. And are they going to have just out of curiosity, do you think they'll do a video for it and, the e-card and that kind of stuff? Because the other thought that I had, besides having to individually reach out to all the customers that you currently have, if there was a way to disseminate the information to your current customers in one concise way.
I haven't looked to see if there's an e-card yet. Have you seen it? I haven't looked yet. Kristen, do you know if there's an e-card yet?
No, I haven't looked, and I haven't seen one, like a promo for one.
I haven't seen one either. But the easiest way to do a blast then, if you don't have an e-card, if you can download into Excel your full customer list, and you can just copy and paste all of those emails into an e-blast directly from your COO and type out a message to them.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm going into it to see. Where would you print it out from?
If you go into your COO, and if you go to My Customers, and if you do your customer search, so if you go My Business, My Customers, Customer Search, right, it's going to pull up that, hold on, and then in the orange bar that's kind of at the top, if there's a drop down there, you can pick Excel and run report, and that'll download everything into Excel for you.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can kind of copy and paste all of those emails into your email in your COO.
Okay.
Okay, and then do that from there. But I haven't looked to see if there's an e-card. Obviously, if there's an e-card, that's an easier way to do it. So you can do it there.
Okay.
Okay, and actually, that's a great idea. That's what I'm going to do as soon as I'm done with all of you guys tonight, is I'm sending out an email to everybody saying, okay, great. Here are the benefits of your club membership. Not only do you get 10% off all of your future Beachbody purchases, but you also now have access to Beachbody On Demand with a paid club membership. And I'm probably not going to put the price of a paid club membership in my email. I'm going to ask them to contact me for more details.
So Tina, you'll write out your own email and just send it out to all your customers?
If there's not an e-card, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. See, I love brainstorming like this. I can come up with new ideas. I love that. Love that.
Is there a list somewhere of all the videos that are available on this?
Yes. There is.
Well, you can either go to YouTube and search the Beachbody channel on YouTube, or you can go to the video library in your COO.
And it'll tell all the workouts that are available on the on-demand.
Well, if you had access to it, you would know.
I did it, and thank you very much because it worked. I'm on.
Oh, you're in?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Kristen. That was the issue. But
sure.
Is there so we can tell people these are some of the work?
If you go to library, Maria, it shows you and what you can do. I took pictures of it, and you can always post that on Facebook.
Okay.
I go to Google Images and I search on Google Images and I grab what other people do.
And what do you search on there? Beachbody On Demand?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I usually take it and I doctor it a little bit, so this way it's not an exact picture of what everybody else has put up there already. Okay. And then what?
That's when I just have shared peanuts.
I do. I grab stuff from Google Images and I put it into PowerPoint, and then I will doctor it, or I'll take it and I'll put it into Canva.com and I'll do something different in Canva.com and then download it, just to make it a little bit different.
She's good at that.
She is good at that.
I am good at that.
You are.
I suck at that.
I suck more than you do.
We'll get there. Lorraine, do you have questions?
No, you answered my question earlier about when the new videos are coming out.
Okay.
Because everyone's going to want the 21-day fix. That's what I think they're going to want.
Right.
Yeah. That's the first. Those are the first two programs that are going to come out that are going to be the next rollout. So 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme are going to be and I think T25. He said we're going to be the first three. Don't quote me on the T25, but definitely 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme are going to be the first newer programs available on demand.
Did he say that during the surge?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yep. Like almost as soon as 2 months from now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yep.
So,
Okay.
you know, if you have somebody who's on the fence, and then you know, you could say, listen, you want to get 21-day fix now, and then get on demand for, you know, in a month or two for extreme. You know, that's a good option for
Right,
people.
but don't forget though, the key though with 21-day fix are your containers.
Right.
So it's great to get the workouts,
Right.
but you kind of need the containers.
No, what I'm saying is if they buy 21-day fix, if they're on the fence between the two, have them start with 21-day fix now and then convert them over to an on-demand, you know, membership, and then they can get 21-day fix extreme, because both of those are going to go into the on-demand very soon.
Gotcha.
So they'll automatically, the DVDs that people purchase, they'll automatically be added on just through their like account?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yep.
Beachbody. That's really cool.
Yes. Yep. So like if you've already purchased Insanity Max 30, eventually that'll go into your personal library on demand.
Right.
So it might not be available to everybody, but you'll have access to it in your account.
Cool.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. Other questions? Come on, Maria. Let's hear it.
Oh, you think you know me. You think you know me so well. No, you know what? And I know Carl talked about this on the Surge, but I guess my concern is like, why would people buy a DVD? And I know like you're kind of like just like renting this. Like he said, you're sort of renting it and you have to keep paying your club membership, but why would someone buy the DVD challenge packs, you know?
Because maybe they just want DVDs. I'm talking to a guy who works out in his garage, and he doesn't have Wi-Fi access in his garage. Well, so he's not going to use his 4G. He's not going to use his data.
Right. Not everybody is.
Right. So not everybody has access to Wi-Fi where they are or where they're working out. Okay.
Right.
Not everybody wants to use their data plans. Not everybody has unlimited data. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's great to work out on the beach if you have unlimited data. Not everybody has that ability. Right? So some people are still going to need a DVD.
Right.
And again, don't forget, not everything that you buy on DVD is going to automatically go instantaneously on demand. You know what I mean? So somebody who bought Insanity Max 30, like, okay, I want Shaun T's new program. I want Insanity Max 30. Oh, but then there's that on-demand thing. Okay, well, you might not get it on demand for another year.
Right.
Unless you purchase the DVDs. Once you purchase the DVDs, eventually then you'll have access to it on demand, but it might not be there for a year. So there's the reason why you're going to sell a physical challenge pack, right? That DVD itself. Got it?
Yep.
Does that make sense? Okay. Other questions? Thoughts? Other questions that you think other people might have who didn't hop on this call? No? Hey, that was easy, man. That was easy. See, now more people hopped on this call. I opened up to everybody and do it now. And there's 5 of us here. You know what I mean? So, anyway. All right. So you guys good?
Yeah. I'm sure I'll be bothering you in the future.
That's all right. I'm here, man. Send me a note. All right?
Feel good.
It's all good, man. All right. You guys have a good night. I'm actually going to stop recording.